Thank you very much for having me this evening. I am Seni Kamara. I am the Secretary General of the Gambia National Paralympic Committee, one of the founding fathers since 2001.
Okay. And just tell me a little bit about what's happening today.
It is a day of jubilation, showcasing our potentials as athletes of parasports. And this is being underlined by the fact that 3rd December every year is observed as International Day of Persons with Disabilities. It is in line with the foregoing that we as Paralympians also join the rest of the world to commemorate the day through sports. The Federation had it, and we celebrated it or commemorated it in Basse, Okoriwa region, on the 3rd of itself.
Why is it so important to recognize and commemorate?
If you can find out, in 1995, the United Nations had a resolution, 47.3/3, to make underscore the importance of persons with disabilities. But having seen disability as a unique and cross-cutting issue, they have found it nice and prudent to select an international day to dedicate it to disability, specifically the persons with disabilities, so that their dignity, their aspirations, their diversity, and all that it includes in humanity and their human rights to be observed and respected.
And do you think that people that have a disability don't have that respect sometimes, don't have that dignity? And if you do think that, how does that impact them?
That's a very good question, and this is why there is this amplifying of advocacy to change the narratives, so that the stereotype, the discrimination, the segregation, the marginalization, and the attitudinal negativity should be looked at squarely and dismantle it through showing our potential, through showing what we are capable of doing, and through showing that we are also human. So it's a big challenge, but the challenge is to fight humanity that gives us the barrier to attitude, negative attitude, barrier to accessibility, both in physical, both in social, and in communication. So by showing our potentials, showing ourselves, showing our dignity, will change the narrative to actually give us the right for ownership, the right for respect, and the right for freedom of associate.
And what do you think this has done for individuals? Their confidence.
This has changed a lot of our athletes for social inclusion. Because then, like I said, they are being marginalized because the notion is having disability is next to nothing, that you can't do anything, that you are disabled. And people still use the word disabled. It's not disabled. We are not disabled. We have a disability, like any other disability. And it can happen to anybody, anywhere, anyhow, anytime. So nobody is immune. So we are all in it. This is why we call it a cross-cutting issue. So sports of its nature, we know the importance of sports because it shows out to the public that this is what we are able to do. Like I said, internationally, sports is recognized as one of the developing tools that brings people together, that change people's perception, that change people's physical status, and then gives you the ownership of your body to strive and be healthy. That is why you can see the last Paralympic Games. You have the Olympics, and immediately after the Olympics, you have the Paralympics. And this is showing the world that everybody can do sports. Likewise, persons with disability will also do sports. But in sports, we don't call them persons with disability. We call them persons with determination.
I like that.
Yeah.
What would you say to a young person, maybe 20, 30 years ago, if you had a disability, things were extremely hard, maybe harder than they are now, I don't know. What would you say to a younger person now about the opportunities maybe that they have that maybe they didn't have 20, 30, 40 years ago?
That's true. This is why the older ones now are paving the way for the younger ones to emulate what is supposed to be done good for their health and for their personality. Because they will be what I call, they will feel inferior, they will feel ashamed because they are not included. But it's their right for them to be part and parcel of whatever society is doing. This is why we say inclusion. It used to be integration, we put them into the society. But now they are within the society. So you involve them from day one or from point one of whatever the society is doing, so that they feel included and feel honored.
Do you think in the Gambia there has been a marked change in the last 5, 10, 15 years, a shifting of attitudes with people within society, but organisationally, government-wide? Do you think there has been a shift?
There is.
Or do you think there hasn't been enough of a shift and there's a lot more to do?
There is a shift, but the shift in percentage is not as we desire. But we have gone more than 50% now of awareness, because government has ratified the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. It's been domesticated to an act through Parliament. And we have also got a policy on disability with a strategic framework. We have all the registered 19 organizations of persons with disabilities under their federation, which is the Gambia Federation of the Disabled, which is the umbrella organization, coordinating the activities of all these OPDs. And GNPC is one of those OPDs. But we are specifically into sports. Yeah? And we have seen the importance and the potentials of our athletes that go to compete and win medals. You can see that portrait over there is one of the international competitors.
Tell me a little bit about that portrait and that person.
Yeah?
Tell me a little bit about that portrait.
You know why? They have qualified from the national to regional, from regional to international.
Explain who they are or who it is.
I will tell you the first person is Marlon Tamba. In the last qualifying games, he won 2 silvers and 1 bronze. We have Modu Gamu. He's a weightlifter. He's got his first record in Africa after being first attempting. Even though he has a low weight, but he has gone double his weight in the lifting. Maybe today you will see him on the program. Unfortunately, he did not win to qualify for the international, that is the Para Games. But he has shown his potential for Africa, which he won on his first attempt. And he has represented the Gambia on 3 international competitions. Yeah? Ali, you will see him maybe. He's also one of the second persons. We have got a lady also, Fatou Sani, who also won this international debut and represented the Gambia in the Para Games in France. So these are people who we are proud of. We used to have the Modumbais, the Demba, Jajus, and the like. They've all won medals in the Para Games. And this we are proud of because they went to represent not only GNPC, but the Gambia, and they won medals. So if they had not been given the opportunity, they have not been given the guide and the training, they would not have got that what they have achieved. So we are proud of that.
Is Fatou Sanye going to be here?
Fatou Sanye will not be here. Yeah, I understand she's traveled. Okay. Yeah, Demba also. I think Demba also traveled.
What would be nice is the people that you've mentioned.
Yeah,
they'll be good if they're available.
If they were here,
interview.
if they were here, I would have given you the opportunity to interview them.
But even if they're not here, those people that you mentioned, anyone that is here that's competing, that has been successful, would be really nice to interview them.
Yeah. Okay, Ali will be here. Okay. Ali will be here. One of the table tennis guys who went to the first Africa Games, Para Games in Ghana. 2 of them are already here. So Yeah, you can interview them, although you have to.
Yeah.
So this is
Okay,
part of the
brilliant.
celebrations to commemorate the day and show our potential to excite and impress the Gambians, for that matter. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.